Good afternoon. Welcome to the SHMS news for today, Friday, June 2nd. It is a red day. Today's lunch options include twisted mac with popcorn, chicken, variety pizza, or a variety of sandwiches or salads. Here's a look at the lunch menu for next week so you can plan ahead.
Still pretty warm. We should see highs in the mid-80s with an afternoon chance of thunderstorms. Here's a look at your weekend forecast.
8th graders, Cleary Lake registration is now open on My Payments Plus. Remember to speak to Mr. McGrath if you want to play golf or foot golf.
Good afternoon, Scott Highlands. This is Miss Hanson, and I am here today to introduce the 7th grade Student of the Month Award winners for May 2023. Ilhan Ahmed, Chinese with Miss Wu. Nathan Andrewson, Communications with Miss Engel. Paige Ball, Science with Mrs. Roberts. Ali Bogatsky, Academic Coaching with Miss Condon and Mrs. Rodin. Liana Bruin, Choir with Mrs. Egger. Jonah Breckner, English with Mrs. Cecatini. Caleb Burns, Study Skills with Miss Coolidge. Maria Cadenas Reyes, Tech Ed with Mr. Radke. Haoming Cheng, Tech Ed with Mr. Goins. Kalia Clark, Choir with Mrs. Egger. Lucia Frey, Choir with Mrs. Egger. Jaden Ivy, Communications with Mrs. Engel. Caleb Gillow, English with Mrs. Lensmeyer. Safwa Hassan, English with Miss McNeil. Hunter Healy, English with Miss Machiner. Benjamin Hennessy, Study Skills with Miss Machiner. Lizzie Hoover, English with Miss Mueller. Jackson Johnson, Physical Education with Miss Linsky. Vashawn Jones, Citizenship with Miss Johns. Sophia Kalin, Pre-Algebra with Miss Nielsen. Daniela Kristich, Choir with Mrs. Egger. Nora Martin, U.S. Studies with Mrs. Ronner. Richard Morley, Science with Miss Jensen. Adamola Oyabola, Band with the band teachers. Bruno Ruben Desilis, Communications with Mrs. Lofgren. Satvik Thakur, Pre-Algebra with Miss Knutson. Noah Tong, U.S. Studies with Mr. Goins. Samantha Vaught, Art with Miss Daly. Bennett Verche, Espanol with Profe Johnson. Aiden Wand, Chinese with Miss Wu. And Kamari Wheat, Strategic Reading with Mrs. Johnson. Congratulations to these students. Please report to the pool stairs area at this time to get your award and have your picture taken.
Attention students, please take some time to check the lost and found in the cafeteria and claim any lost items. All items will be donated on the last day of school. Also, please return any SHMS library books as soon as you can.
There will be a limited number of yearbooks for sale for $50 cash. On a first-come, first-served basis, pick up an order form from the main office. Once you return it with payment, you will be put on a wait list. Yearbooks will be distributed to homerooms on the last day of school.
The 7th graders will be celebrating the last day of school with a trip to the Apple Valley Aquatic Center on Wednesday, June 7th. Students will attend each of their classes with shortened periods. We will eat lunch at SHMS and then walk to the Aquatic Center where we have rented the facility for the afternoon. The cost is $10 and should be paid for in My Payments Plus. We will return to SHMS in time for the 3:10 buses. More details to follow in homeroom. Attention 7th and 8th graders. The University of Minnesota is hosting a track and field day camp from July 9th through the 12th on campus. The camp is a fun-filled learning experience for all campers. Each camper will be taught the fundamentals of each track and field event by our staff. This is for all ages of experience, from beginning to advanced. We want it to be a high-energy environment where they get excited about the sport in a positive way. The cost is $300 per camper, but a $50 discount is possible if we get 6 Scott Highlands athletes to attend. Scan the QR code for more information. Reach out to Mr. Schlotfeld or Ms. Glazacek if you have any questions or are interested in participating. Burnhamwood Golf Course in Burnsville has a room in their junior golf program starting on Wednesday, June 14th. The program is every Wednesday, June 14th through August 9th between 8 a.m. through 12 p.m. Depending upon the grade of your child, it is open to youth entering grades 3rd through 10th in the fall of 2023. Additionally, there is a free golf clinic for participants on Saturday, June 10th at 7:45 a.m. Finally, Wednesday, August 9th is tournament play. The program cost is $175. This program is meant for children to practice their golf game and the rules of golf. There will be staff on the course monitoring play. However, there are no lessons offered. Families can register in the clubhouse or online at www.burnhamwoodgolfcourse.com. Please direct any questions you have to mariah.lavold@burnsvillemn.gov.
Have a great rest of the day, Scott Highlands, and please stand for a pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, and liberty and justice for all.